Hi, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to listen to our pitch about Regulate. We are a company that's aimed to transform the anti-money laundering industry through automation.
So starting with a little bit of context, starting back in 2008, following the financial crisis, governments around the world started issuing fines for anti-money laundering non-compliance, totaling up to $36 billion. In one such instance in 2019, a Swiss bank was fined $5.1 billion for anti-money laundering breaches. Now, the governments are concerned because money laundering poses national security threats, and these regulations are aimed at addressing the funding of organized crime and terrorism organizations. Recently, we've seen cryptocurrency also become a concern with how these organizations are financed. And so within the past month, the United Kingdom has released guidance on regulations addressing anti-money laundering and cryptocurrency. So we have a big problem, and it comes to a big cost to financial institutions.
So how did we get here? Well, in a previous role, I worked in a regulatory consulting capacity at JP Morgan, and I really saw the hardships that compliance managers had to deal with on a daily basis, dealing with the onerous tasks around anti-money laundering regulation, specifically dealing with massive spreadsheets and passing things off through email and not quite really understanding exactly all the gravity of what they were dealing with, and just focused on the tasks themselves. So we then went out and did some marketplace research and found that this was a problem that a lot of people were interested in fixing. Really, people were very interested if we could help make this move faster and with better accuracy to help everyone in the compliance department and the front office do their jobs more effectively.
Building off of that research, we reached out directly to potential clients and partners such as regulators and associations, everything from national to local banks and FINRA, the Chamber of Digital Commerce, and other regulators. And they just came back with a resounding yes, this would be something we'd be interested in working with you on and potentially incorporating into our solutions.
So why now? Well, we feel that we have the perfect combination of team, timing, and location. As I mentioned before, I have a background in regulatory consulting at JP Morgan. Adam has a background in process improvement and automation, and we have two strategic advisors, Eric Koster, a professor at Georgetown, who is a former lawyer, worked at FINRA and Morgan Stanley, as well as Chris Duffus, who has founded 3 previous fintech companies. And it really, for us, drives home the team, timing, and location aspect of everything. Georgetown, with its ample resources in law, situated DC, close to regulators, and expertise in finance, make it a perfect place to begin such a large company that we hope to build from this space.
Now that we have the context, we'd like to share a little bit of what Regulate would be doing for its clients.
So what does our go-to-market strategy look like? Well, phase 1, we plan on working with the companies that we've already spoken with and building on the traction we've gained to really get in and do consulting projects that will then give us access to a lot of their anti-money laundering data that will allow us to build a custom solution. From there, we'll look to repeat that model and grow it as we build and mature our company going forward. And finally, our next steps are to, build from here and continue meeting with our traction that we have at hand, and go out to the marketplace with the help of yourself and the GEC. Thank you.